Hey guys, Sajnog here, and in this video I am going to teach you how to do the rubber band draw with your pistol. Let's go ahead and get started.
Joining me now is retired Navy SEAL sniper, Sajnog.
Alright, so what is the rubber band draw? Well, that's the name that I came up with, and if you've read my book, Navy SEAL Shooting, you read about it and hopefully you've been practicing it, but I just want to do a short video demonstrating it for you so you can kind of see some of the nuances and what I mean by placing all these random rubber bands around your body, well, imaginary rubber bands when you're shooting. The reason I call it the rubber band is because when you draw your pistol, I want you to imagine that you have rubber bands attached to different places. The first place you're going to have a rubber band attached is to your target. There's a rubber band coming from that to the muzzle of your pistol because that's where we want that muzzle to go. So there's going to be that tension that's constantly pulling it towards there. The other rubber band you're going to have is there's going to be one towards the center of your chest. And this one's going to be attached to the back of your pistol. Imaginary, right? These are all imaginary rubber bands. Don't really go attaching rubber bands everywhere. The reason we want this one is as we press out with that pistol, we want that to slow down because you don't want to just stop very quickly. You want that tension to be fighting against each other so you come to a nice, smooth stop when you're ready to shoot. The third one is going to be attached to your holster because we also want the tension to be coming in through here. You'll hear a lot of people talk about a 4-point draw or a 4-stage draw, or some people have 5, some have 3. But traditionally, there's going to be these stages where you have 1 here, 2 here is out of the holster, and then 3 is a high compressed position up here. Now, unless you're doing room clearing or something like that, if my goal is to shoot at a target, I don't want to waste time bringing the gun inside to here. I want it to get smoothly from here out where I can shoot. And that's the reason we want one attached here, but there's also going to be one attached to your target. So the gun is going to move towards this, but it's not going to come all the way up here, but it's also not straight out to the side here. We want to be starting to bring it along our center line so it can come in line with our eyesight and our line of sight to our target. Here's how you do the draw. A couple recommendations I have. First off, don't always start your draw from the ninja position. So this is the ninja position, and I see this a lot of times with military and law enforcement because they're used to training with a long gun, like a carbine. They're always in this position. But then I ask, if you were just talking to somebody on the street, is this how you would get ready to draw your pistol? Obviously the answer is no. So get used to having your hands in different positions. Maybe you're writing something down. Maybe you're carrying groceries. You could be doing lots of things with your hands besides being in the ninja position. From just a normal position that you're going to be in, the first thing you want to do is when you move to draw your pistol, you want to get your line of sight in one spot. So if I'm going to draw my pistol, I'm going to step into position, and now I don't want to move my line of sight as I'm drawing the pistol and bringing it up on the target, because if I do that, essentially what I'm doing is making a moving target. I'm moving my line of sight up or down, left or right, it doesn't matter. My eyes and that target are moving, and they don't need to be. We want to keep those in one place if we can. So you get into your position. With my reaction or support hand, I'm going to get that ready along my center line so I can bring my pistol up to my other hand, and it's going to meet there. I'm not going to bring them up together, just have it waiting, because there's nothing else for this hand to do except for like wave to somebody like, hi, I'm going to shoot you. When you draw your pistol, I want you to get used to coming around in a half moon shape. That way you can get a high grip on your pistol, because once you grab your pistol, that's all you got. You don't get to re-grab your pistol, or I guess you could, but it's going to take a lot longer and you could be getting shot or lose a competition. As you bring your pistol out, that tension from these other rubber bands is starting to pull. So the first one that pulls is the one on my target. So that's going to rotate my muzzle forward. Now I'm going to start, my hands are going to meet in the middle. Now the best place for your hands to meet is where you clap, because you clap there all the time. If you don't clap all the time, you should, because there's a lot of things to clap about, right? This is where my hands are going to meet. They're going to meet right there. I bring it in, I rotate up, and I start driving out and that tension is pulling towards my target. But then I also start having the tension from the imaginary rubber band that's on my chest that's going to be slowing it down. So as those sights come into my line of sight, front sight post and the rear sights, they're all lining up and it's slowing down and there's tension. And now as soon as it's there, I'm ready to take the shot. So that's it. It's really easy. Make sure you are practicing. It's the only way to get better. Don't practice at the range. That is the worst place you can practice shooting, okay? Get one of these blue guns, get an airsoft gun that's the same shape and size as your gun, and your training will take off. So again, that's it for the rubber band draw. Make sure you go ahead and practice, and until next time, keep paving your path to perfection. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed watching that video, and if you did, I put together my top 3 videos for learning to shoot at home, and I want to give those to you absolutely free. Now, all you have to do is click the iCard that just popped up, or you can go to chrissajnog.com/free videos, and I will send you not only those top 3 videos that I have for learning to shoot at home, but I will also send you a free PDF copy of my New Rules of Marksmanship manifesto. Click the card, go to chrissajnog.com/free videos so I can send you those videos. Keep paving your path to perfection, guys.